And in 1980, I debuted 5 directors on stage, 4 on one stage 1 month and 1 the next month. My unit went from 175 people down to 33. I went to Arlene Menards and I said, what am I going to do? I only have 33 people. She said, you're going to pay Cadillac payments for 6 months, but you're going to build back what you didn't build while they were building their area. So you get to work right now when you get home. So I did, and we won our Cadillacs every year. And for 15 years, I stayed Cadillac, the 300,000 Club. Cadillac, the 300,000 Club. Cadillac. Francie came up one year and she said, we did everything together like she told you. She said, Kerry, I think we can do the trip. I said, what makes you think we can do the trip? It's 600,000. She goes, I know, but we don't have to do $500,000. We both gotten up to 450, year after year after year, 300, 450. And she said, I can do the $500,000. I said, Francie, it's more. 600,000 is more. She said, no, it's 600,000. It's not, whatever that, I told you, $500,000. In her mind, $500,000 was unreachable. So you've got to understand the way that people think. She said, I don't care. I can do 600,000. Now, she did. She got as high as number 5 in the company as a director. She was an amazing recruiter. She was number 1, the queen of the company in recruiting her first year. And then she was going to quit, and I said, you know what, don't you think you need a swimming pool in your house? Because her boys kept saying, Mom, could you want a swimming pool? So I thought, well, if I get her in debt, then she'd have to stay in, And so when she got the pool, she said, where's the steps? And I said, well, you didn't order those. And she said, oh, where's the light? And he said, well, you didn't order those. They're all extras. So it just kept her working, Anyway, she came to me and she said, Kerry, I got some new friends, Janet Tate, Diana Hebel, oh gosh, my brain's going to go, my 70-year-old brain's going to go, Asim Rock, and another really good friend, Janet Tate, of course. Anyway, they were going to go on a trip, and they said, you have to do the trip, and then we're going to go on a trip afterwards every year. And it was to England, and I was afraid to fly over the ocean. And I did it, and I went to the doctor, and he said, if you get kind of nervous, I'll give this little pill that'll relax you, If they offer a glass of wine, even if you don't drink, you might take it, but you'll get there, okay? So, we won the trip to London. We won the next trip to Bermuda, and then Jenna was born, so I was pregnant when I went to Bermuda. Jenna was born, and that's when that book had come. And Francie and I just did what was in the book. Right, Diana? So I went to a meeting in Dallas, and they asked the stand-ups, and I said, we just finished the first half of National, because there's 2 parts back then. It was a lot harder. It was horrible. But anyway, I didn't realize it. And my sales development director said, what? And I said, I'm finished. I'm ready to start the second half, And she said, maybe you better come down here and talk to us. So I went out and down there, and they started going through papers, and he goes, why didn't you call us? I mean, didn't you talk to anybody at Mary Kay staff? I said, did I have to? You said in the book, so that I just did what was in the book. And I said, you just read the book, and you became an admiral in 6 months? And I said, well, the requirements aren't done yet, but they said, well, we would have been talking with you for a long time. And I said, I don't know, I just read it and I did it. And we finished. And we debuted with 50 directors. And we still have almost 40 directors. Some are gone, some new ones replaced them. I love my area. I know we all do, but I have to tell you, we're called the Connections area. And connected is what we are. And they are amazing. They're an amazing group of women. And they have mentored Jenna. They just have taken care of her when she was a baby. And they have encouraged her in anything that she's ever done. And she married the sweetest man, Derek. Is such a kind, gentle. They went to school together. And they broke up, and then they're back together. Jenna, she made me look good, and I didn't know how. I can't do all that social media. I never did figure out what does he do? They send you the emails every month. I can't figure out how to do it. So Jen would say, okay, Mom, and then she'd get to the computer, and then Abby started having to help me a little bit. But Mike watched it all the time, and we just had a fun life, and we have a blessed life. And I know that Mary Kay's love for Christ, not just God, for Christ, affected me the most, because I really knew who God was, but I didn't know that Christ knew who I was. So, God bless all of you. I know I'm going to keep seeing you. I talk so much that I think air is wasted if it's not filled with my voice, so I'll be calling some of you. I love you all. Congratulations to all of our national sales directors for the work that you did to get there, and especially our brand new retiring national sales directors. And Jamie Taylor, I've watched you. I've never met you, but I've watched you. And the other new directors, national sales directors debuting. I wish you a life full of love, fun, and belief. God bless.